They finna pull it up.
Call from.
The concerned citizen.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. Hello?
Yeah, we got you on, man. We got you on. The concerned citizen.
Hey.
What it do, man? Let's. So, all right. Introduce yourself, man. Tell them a little bit about yourself. Why are we even having this conversation today? I kind of told them a little bit about who you are, but tell them something, man.
Yeah. So I'm a graduate of Ole Miss, and somebody who's really, really interested in this trial. I think with it being something that's a murder trial, capital murder trial, you don't see that too often in at Ole Miss in this proximity, I think. And then so like for me, it's just something that I think needs to be talked about. And it's something that we need to look into because we on day 5 of the trial, I think, and it's continuing to go.
Yeah. So I read that they said it should only take 2 weeks.
That's what they said. I read that too. But the way that the courts are moving, they move rather slow. They
They
move
tell me
rather, I don't
slowly
know.
too.
It's just like the lawyers and the judge, they move kind of slow.
Mm. Now, did you ever meet Jay Lee or Tim while being on campus?
I never met Jay Lee or Tim. I knew of Tim. But I never met Jay Lee. But I knew of Tim. We weren't in the same class, but I think he was either a couple of classes below me, or was a couple of classes ahead of him. So, but I knew of him. Never got a chance to meet him one on one.
Okay. Okay. When you first heard about this, what was like your initial feelings? Like how did it hit to you?
It was shock. Just because thing was like you already had alluded to, nobody. So then it was like, okay, well, somebody get arrested without a body, there got to be some evidence in some way, shape, or form that's there. So the initial thing for me was just pure shock.
Yeah, can you imagine like it? The nobody thing is like okay, not right now, but it's 2 years forward and we still don't have a body. It look like there is nobody.
Right, right. So what could have happened to the body? So that's the question. And I think that leads to the question is, what could happen to the body? And that's what the defense is arguing. Like you said, he got a senator as his lawyer. So, I mean, that is big in itself.
Yeah, like I wonder how often does a senator take a trial?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even know they did that.
Yeah, like I thought you would be like too busy being a senator, right?
Right.
Man, you gotta be important for the senator to step down. So okay, we got this trial. We in Mississippi. I've seen different things. I've seen like a justice for J. Lee page, and I think people in the LGBTQ plus community and allies are feeling like Mississippi is dragging their foot about this case. Like, do you think it would being handled the same way if it was a young white lady or a young white man?
Uh, Definitely not. If it was a young white man, um, it wouldn't have been 2 years until this trial got started up. Let's just say it was a black man who was committing a murder on a white woman.
Yeah.
Oh, they would have got that the next week. And I'm from Mississippi.
Next week.
They would have got that done next week. So, I mean, I think the outrage is justified.
Yeah. Yeah. They probably would have made a body. They would have went back and made
Yes.
a body off that.
Yes.
I just okay. So we're gonna take our time. We're gonna take our time. What what is standing out to you right now about this case? Watching the trial, like after week 1, what do you, if you was on the jury, like what do you think your mind would be right now? If you even able to like
Uh,
think outside of the
yeah,
prejudice we might have.
yeah. So if I was on the jury right now, I'd be really overwhelmed by the I think you refer to it as circumstantial evidence.
Yes.
Um, so today in the trial, what they said was they recovered a roll of duct tape, a roll of
Duct tape.
trash bags and gloves that he purchased from Walmart that same day that Tim Harrison,
Damn.
the defendant, purchased that same day, and a number of used condoms and an acrylic fingernail.
Where
So
was
the
this
thing
at?
is,
Where was this at?
this was this was in Tim's apartment.
Man, look, hey, I bet they was like,
Bingo,
cause damn,
bingo.
okay, an acrylic nail. I'm looking at Jay Lee's picture. Hold on, let's pull up Jay Lee's picture, man. Let's see. Yeah, I see nails on one of the pictures right now.
Yeah,
Mm, but I mean, that could belong to anybody.
correct, correct. It could belong to anybody. It could belong to anybody. But the thing is, another thing is, 14 days. What the quote was from, I think the detective, one of the OPD officers or UPD officers was, 14 days is a long period of time if it's been open to the access of people, time, temperature, manipulation of cleaning up. Basically, 14 days is a long period of time to be able to clean up evidence
Yeah,
because
I thought a
Tim didn't
person,
get arrested.
how
Yeah.
I thought like the like for somebody to be reported as missing, it take like what 48 hours or something like that.
I'm not sure.
I thought
Now,
that was.
I'm not sure.
Let me Google that, man. But yeah, so yeah, it took them 2 weeks, so he had time to plot, plan, uh, talk to people. Like he had a lot of time.
There was some time. There was 2 weeks was a big gap of time if anything did indeed happen. Just 2 weeks was a big gap of time for that to be able to. So I mean, I think the jury. If I'm on the jury, I got to take that into account as well.
Yeah, but it's like okay, for me, the biggest thing is he doesn't have no evidence of like anybody making contact with Jay Lee after the supposed meetup, right? Like,
Correct.
but he is there's no evidence that Jay Lee actually met with Tim though, too, right? Or is it?
Other than Tim telling the officers that he was there,
Oh, so he
and
told him.
other,
Okay,
yes, he did. Yes.
for the second time, because I heard there was two meetups, right?
Yeah, so he told him he was there the first time.
So let's go over that. Let's go over that because some people
We'll
might
do
not
that.
know. So okay, the first meetup they're having, they walk through the first meetup with us.
Okay. So their first initial meetup, they, for whatever reason, got into a disagreement about something, and I think there were some text messages at, I want to say, 4:30. Let me see. Let me get it here. Okay, so 4:36 a.m. Um, Jay Lee said to Harrington, "I just wanted to be able to say I had you, be the DL again. Fun to have been the first guy. Experiment over."
Oh wow. So damn. Okay. So
Also,
Jay
and he
Lee
also said,
pop
also I
popped Tim Cherry
put it
basically,
on the floor.
huh?
Correct. Well, he also stated that he ejaculated on the floor, and so He
Who
should
e-
clean that up too.
who ejaculated on the floor? I heard that today. They kept saying something about somebody ejaculating on the floor. Was it Jay Lee that ejaculated, or was it Tim?
Allegedly, that's what Jay Lee said to Tim.
Wow. So this was their first time meeting up.
This was during the first meetup.
Okay.
Correct.
So they had some form of sex.
Right.
Mm, the first time. And
The
then
first time.
what happens? What makes Jay Lee go back?
So reaches out to Jay Lee around 5:25 and says, "Come back." All right, and he says that, and when he does that, Tim starts to Google how long does it take to strangle someone.
Hmm.
So they're going back and forth, and Jay Lee says something along the lines of, "Well, I don't want you to, I don't want to come over there. It sounds like you're trying to lure me over there to do something bad to me." And they go back and forth, they negotiate, and Jay Lee needs to go over if Tim gives him some sort of head in some way, shape, or form.
Tim gives him okay. So
Yes.
I wonder, did they say what it was? Like, why did Jay Lee feel like from the first message you said Jay Lee was like glad to be the first DL some just your first man, I
Glad to be
guess.
here. I just wanted to say, I'm glad to say I've had you. I just wanted to say I've had you.
And then
And I'm glad you're a DL. And you can go back to being a DL.
okay, so okay, wow. So this is not a young man being tricked somebody by somebody. He knew exactly what he was doing. But I wonder
It
what
doesn't
made
appear. It doesn't
yeah.
appear so.
It's like okay, it wasn't like he thought it was a girl and did that and got mad or something. But I wonder what made Jay Lee feel as if he was mad.
That's what I wonder. That's what I wonder. That's what I wonder. And you had kind of spoke about it earlier, and I think this is the thing that the defense is arguing. Tim's lawyers are arguing is that there's no video evidence
Mm.
in Lafayette Place, so there are no cameras in Lafayette Place, and that's alleged. That's where Tim was living at the time in 2022.
The Lafayette place. Okay. Have you ever been there?
I've been to Lafayette Place. I have. It's located maybe like 5 minutes away from campus.
Oh, so this is close to campus.
Yes.
And so there's no do they have video so they have do they have video of Jay Lee pulling into Tim's apartment?
No. They have video evidence of Jay Lee leaving his apartment, and they have a witness who testified that Jay Lee called him and said he was going to go over somebody's house, that somebody that was on the DL that he blocked.
Mm.
And they have evidence of Jay Lee's car arriving in some apartments that aren't associated with either of them, that are called Molly Bar Trails, way down the way in Oxford. Not too far, about like maybe 6-7 minutes from campus,
Mm.
but it's further from Lafayette Place. So what the prosecution is arguing is that Tim drove Jay Lee's car to Molly Bar Trails,
Mm.
because 10 minutes later you see Jay Lee's car going in, and you see a man jogging in a gray jumpsuit jogging outwards, and they saying that that's him.
So damn. And it's confirmed that that was Tim jogging from those apartments.
Correct.
Mm.
And that's confirmed through the clothes that they confiscated at his apartment when they did their search warrant.
So they got the clothes too.
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know they had the clothes. It's
Yeah.
looking it's looking like buying. So they okay, okay. So all right. So they got that. He jogged from you said the Molly place.
Yeah, so he allegedly what the prosecution said. So he drove into Tim's apartment. He drove into a random apartment complex in Jay Lee's car, did whatever, and jogged away. 10 minutes later, and when he was jogging, he was gonna jog back to his apartment in Lafayette Place, but he saw a friend of his
Mm,
who was also a witness on the stand, and he waved his friend down and was like, hey, can you give me a ride back to my spot? And the only issue with that was they ended up getting pulled over by the police.
damn. Did they
Yeah.
interview the police that pulled him over? The cop that pulled him over?
I don't think they interviewed the police that pulled him over, but I think they showed they put in the body cam evidence footage of the officer who saw Tim in the passenger seat on that day that also matched the description with the gray jumpsuit.
Dang, did it show his face? Like, did they show his reactions and shit?
I think they showed his face. He was wearing his hood.
Oh, okay, okay. And July in a jogging suit is crazy.
So yeah, I'm sure it was hot, very very hot in Oxford, very very hot.
A jogging suit is crazy in July. Okay, so they got him on camera jogging. It's not illegal to jog.
Nope.
Uh, and he's not gonna take the stand, so they won't be able to ask why was he even over there.
Right.
Mm.
But he did already give that information to the police when they interviewed him.
So he explained why he was over there.
Attempted to, attempted to,
what,
um,
what did they say
attempted
he
to.
said?
I believe he said. So he said that they had a deeper relationship. So he ended up telling him that they initially he said Jay Lee came over and he had a gift for him. But then later on, when Tim got in detained, they said, okay, yeah, he came over and gave me oral sex, and then he left. And when the officers asked Tim, what do you think happened to Jay Lee? The answer Tim gave was, well, something along the lines of, well, he probably was going to have sex with somebody, and he got kidnapped. Also, officers asked him about um, has he ever been to Molly Bar Trails? He
Yeah.
said no because he knows they tow a lot over there. Why that's
Mm,
significant is Jay Lee's car ended up being towed.
mm. So you think that was the play? Do you think that was the play? Let me move the car over there so I can get towed. I just let me move
That
it away from the
that
crime
could
scene.
very well be. It could very well be. It could very well be.
Mm,
At least that's what the prosecution is arguing. And if I'm on the jury stand, I mean, that coupled with the text messages of the back and forth that they have and the Google searches and the days after he's disappearing, Tim is Googling Jimmy J. Lee, Oxford Police Department, Molly Bartrell's apartment. Um, so all of that, hard to ignore.
man, so okay. Do they have Jay Lee's phone?
Yes.
They do have Jay Lee's phone.
Yes, they do have Jay Lee's. I think they were able to subpoena Jay Lee's Snapchat account and all his Instagram accounts, and that's why they were able to see the message of about the ejaculation on the floor.
Wow. Okay. So for the listeners, if you're just now tuning in, we're talking about the Ole Miss student murder trial. Timothy Sheldon Timothy Harrington versus the state of Mississippi. Basically, he is being charged with the murder of Jay Lee. This happened in 2022. This is a capital murder trial. I am right now on the phone with a former graduate of Ole Miss that was at the school while they were at the school. this person goes by the concerned citizen. Uh,
Yes.
and we just talking about the evidence so far. We talking about week one of the trial. This trial shit is crazy. Like, okay, so they do have. Are they able to ping locations then? Like the locations not popping out, or no more phone calls after the meeting with Tim?
Right. Yeah. No more. His phone wasn't activated after the meeting with Tim. The last time his phone was activated was he sent a message to Tim that said open.
Open the door. That's another name. So
So there you go.
open, boom, and this is the second time.
Correct. This is when he agreed for him to come back. When Tim asked him to come back, they went back and forth, and he was like, "Come on back."
And I'm just wondering what made Jay Lee feel like, or is that a common thing for DL men to get in a rage after they done did something that they feel like they gotta hide, like they wanna like take it back?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wonder, was it
Yeah.
like he
I
felt so
follow.
ashamed and like, damn, I done fucked up, I done messed up, I done did this, and you know, most likely Jay Lee was gonna run or gonna tell somebody, at least in the community, in the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And that's what had already happened allegedly through. Um, they had an individual on the witness stand who was one of Jay Lee's friends who said that he got a call. He heard Jay Lee in the car on the way to go meet Tim.
mm, man,
Going to say he told him, "Don't be with a DL guy because they'll kill you before they let their dirty little secret get out."
mm. And then it's basically like a life of blackmail and extortion, but because it's like if you don't want it to
Mm.
get out, it's always
Yeah.
that chance it could get out. But it's like I guess he
Oh yeah.
couldn't help himself. Man, man, this is tough. This is tough, man. This is real life.
This is real life.
Dang. So, okay. The friend got on the stand. I think I seen pictures of the friend. The friend looks like they are either like mixed or like Latina or something, like Hispanic or something. Or were they just light skinned? I don't know. I think I saw
I
some.
think so. There was so that's a different friend. So the first day they had an individual by the name of Jose Reyes on the stand.
Okay, I think that's who I saw.
And yeah, and he was one of Tim's friends apparently, who I guess had spoke to Tim, who was able to speak about Jay. He didn't speak to Tim, but he was able to speak about Jay Lee's appearance in Oxford and like the type of person he was.
And they say this happened on Jay Lee's mother's birthday. He went missing.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Yes. She said that a message to him at like 3 o'clock. He sent a message to his mom at 3 o'clock that morning saying happy birthday.
That was the last time she heard from
Yes.
him. Man, I
Yeah.
just wonder what do the defense have? Like they gonna have to do a real good job of making the circumstantial evidence sound coincidental. Like they're gonna have to do a real good job of that. Like, cause wow.
His lawyer argued for a mistrial today, but got denied by the judge.
Okay, I thought I
Um,
heard him say something about a mistrial. What was he trying to base a mistrial off of?
uh, I believe it was off. I think of some of the evidence that he just didn't want into play. Maybe I have to go back and look, but I think it was about some type of evidence that he just didn't want into play. Well, the fact that there was no bonnet, no robe, no slippers,
I kept hearing him
and
say bunnet. Why hearing him say bunnet was crazy.
Yes,
The
yes, yes.
the cop on the stand or whoever that was,
Yeah, the cop. Yeah.
the bunny, man, that was crazy.
Oh, that was hilarious.
So okay,
But so that's what he based the mistrial off of, because the fact, like, he like there none of those things, and there's no fiber of DNA in Tim's apartment.
mm. Is he still? I'm sure he not still at the apartment now though.
Nah, nah. Well, back when, if there was none, back when they did their
Mm.
search warrant.
And I bet he cleaned it up like never before.
Who's to say? Who is to say? Um, if when Jay Lee came back, I mean, I don't know. What are the theories that could have happened to him?
I wonder. So you been to those apartments? Are those apartments built to where you could hear like a commotion? And you know what I'm
Uh,
saying? Like sometimes you can hear what's going on in the next apartment.
yeah. I mean, the walls are rather thin. All the walls in Oxford usually are rather thin in them apartments, but if we're going off of you Google how to strangle someone, then
They ain't gonna make too much noise.
maybe it not make a lot of noise. You see what I'm saying?
Mm. The people gotta realize Google. The moments before you plan a murder, Google is going to play a part in your conviction.
Yes.
Like he got the Google. Like I don't know if people watch Vlad TV, but Google is Vlad TV for you now. Like
Yes.
don't be googling crazy shit. Go incognito. I don't even know if that shit really worked. But damn, cause I mean, can I wonder does it show the time though? But I guess either time because wasn't they trying to argue? Okay, so on his Google search, he looked up how long does it take to strangle somebody before they die?
How long does it take to strangle someone? Yeah. And then he also searched up um, a Singapore ticket, flight to Singapore from Dallas, which he told the officers he was moving to Dallas.
Singapore. What is in Singapore? I want. Did they ask him why?
They,
I guess they
I think
did.
they don't extradite in Singapore, but I don't know if they asked him. But I think
Dang,
if he was to get to Singapore, he couldn't be extradited.
that's 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 a lot right there. Did they bring that
So
up about the extra like that being one of the countries that don't extradite?
they didn't. That was
Mm, that's deep. That's deep. So
deep. It's very deep.
it's like you got everything but the body. Well, you got and but you say they have an acrylic nail, but that doesn't count as DNA. Do you need a body for DNA?
I don't
I
know. I don't
guess
think you need a
so
body for
though.
DNA.
Cause
I
you,
don't think
how
you need a
would you
body, but if
know
you need,
what
yeah,
DNA it belongs to if you don't have the body to match it up?
so you have to be able to test for it.
But what would you test it off of?
Bingo. Good point.
You get what I'm saying?
Good point. Exactly. Yep. I know they
But
say they recovered some bodily fluid in the truck, but it got thrown out because of maybe what you just said. Maybe that's the reason why they threw it out.
yeah, you can't use it because. But you said okay. Let's talk about that. They threw out the cadabra dogs. How do you say it?
Yes, the cadaver dogs. So the defense argued that the cadaver dogs aren't reliable enough to be able to be put in evidence or something along those lines. Um, cadaver dogs sniffed a dead body three times in some of Tim Harrington's areas.
Oh,
Like
they
he,
sniffed a dead body.
yes,
Not
yes,
just bodily fluids, a dead body.
a dead body and bodily fluids were recovered, but yes, a dead body.
And they threw that out because
Cadaver dogs unreliability.
to sniff out dead bodies. I like, mm,
Be able to be relied on as hardcore evidence.
That sound
There you
crazy,
go.
bro. That sound like somebody trying to like not look at evidence. Cause
Bingo.
what was the point of doing it if they not reliable anyway? Like, what was the point?
I don't know. I'm wondering why they weren't reliable in this case. Um, that's what I want to know. Why were they not reliable in this case?
Cause it's like if that was the point, was that the point of them bringing the dogs in to sniff a dead body? Like,
I don't
if
know.
that was the point, why even do it if it could be thrown out? Like, that's kind of crazy.
He repeatedly. It seems like so during the police investigation, the dogs smell of a dead body 3 times in Harrington's bedroom, once in his living room, and in his car. During the questioning, though, Tim's lawyer asked the police had police had reviewed the dog's training, or if they had checked if the dogs had ever correctly identified the smell of a dead body. And
Oh,
so I guess whatever the answer was to that determined for the judge to agree to throw it out.
they had a rookie dog. Like they could.
I don't know. I don't
A
know.
rookie
Yeah.
dog is crazy. Hey, that's. I mean, what the? Wow. Okay. This is Mississippi though. Um, they might just not care. They might just not
Yeah.
care. They might just be like, "I'll take some under the table," and I don't know. But this is a weird trial because of the body though. What have you heard any speculations of what he could have did to the body?
See, being in the chats, I'm looking at all the chats in the live feed.
Yeah.
I see this thing about, well, could he, in 14 days, could it be anything about cremated? Could the body have been cremated? And
Cremated.
I don't know why they say that.
Okay.
In the chat, you see something along the lines of maybe the family knowing somebody, because he's from Grenada. So maybe somebody from the family, has some family in Grenada who maybe knows somebody who owns a funeral home. But I mean, that they haven't found any evidence for that. So I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know what happened with the body. We'll never know. We'll probably never know, and that's the sad part about it.
So, okay. Somebody brought up possibly cremating the body.
Hmm.
And shit. Once it's cremated, you can spread those ashes anywhere.
Yes.
And he
You had
had
word
two
on this.
weeks. He had 2 weeks. It's crazy. They also brought up a truck, a box truck. Yeah.
Yeah, so they brought up a box truck because um, Tim had a moving company. Moving company. He had a moving company, and so he was using a box truck, driving it around in Grenada, Mississippi, some days after the alleged murder of Jay Lee. And went to the cleaners, went to the ATM, and video of him getting the wheelbarrow. I'm not sure if they got video or they got that, but I know they seized the wheelbarrow and seized the shovel from him. So there's
S-
also that.
He bought a shovel and a wheelbarrow.
He didn't buy it. I think he had transported it in his car, like he transported it in the box truck from his
Oh,
house in Grenada, his parents' home.
okay. A shovel. What would you need a shovel for though? What
What
would
would
you
you need
need
a
a
shovel
shovel
for?
for?
What would you need
When
a
you
shovel
moving,
for?
are you digging people plants up for 'em? Maybe you do.
Mm, mm, I don't know. Are you digging a body? I don't know.
Yeah, the
Are
shovel
you
is
digging? Are
crazy.
you trying to? Do you need to dig a hole to bury a body?
Dang, a trash bag. Put it in the wheelbarrow.
But
Damn.
that's the thing, but that is why I think the prosecution, well, the defense, Foreign and Tim's lawyers arguing for the mistrial. They're like, you can't prove none of that. So,
Yeah, I
but
mean, a
it's
shovel, like, I mean, dang. I think what? Okay, so it took them 2 weeks to start searching for Jay Lee, or it took them 2 weeks to holler at Tim.
it was 2 weeks until they found Jay Lee's car at Molly Bar Trails,
Oh, okay.
and then that's when they were able. So it was maybe July. I think a couple of days went by when they, in between those 2 weeks, they posted like um, they posted the fact that they missing persons. They did their little flyer, missing persons flyer for Jay Lee.
Mm,
Um, and then they found Jay Lee's car July 22nd.
mm, man, it's crazy, man. This is crazy. Like, especially with what's going on in office. You
Right.
know, on Twitter, I see a lot of things from Trump, and like, I don't know if those are fake Trump pages. I think it's the real Trump pages, and they're like saying that the pride flag is banned.
What?
Have you seen that on Twitter?
I, I haven't seen that. What, they banned it in schools?
Yeah, they banning it in the school. They saying council culture is over. Um, they're saying America is back, but is this gonna be a chance for Mississippi to show the LGBTQ plus community that they not messing with them? That
Mm,
a new commander in chief is in office. Like, is this their chance? Are they gonna show this through this trial? I wonder.
I wonder. I wonder.
For a senator to step in,
Yeah, for a citizen to step in, it
like, why
costs a
would he
lot of
step
money,
in
I'm
to
sure.
lose? You know, why would he step in to lose?
Right.
Like, that's weird, man. And for them to throw out
It's,
the dog and that, like, that's insane. But they keep it. Does the nail even matter then?
I guess, and that's what it happened today. So I guess there are more days got to play out still. I
Yeah.
know tomorrow they're going to take, the jury is riding the buses to the crime scene, the alleged crime scene,
The
the
jury is
different
riding the
spots.
bus to the crime scene.
Yeah, so they're gonna check out the different spots, like Lafayette Place, the apartment.
What that's gonna do? What that's gonna do? They like a field of murder? Like, what are they? What are they
So
doing
it
with that?
so they're gonna so Tim about a route he took, job. He's not
Oh, they
saying
got
that
the
he
route.
drove Jay Lee's car over there. He's talking about, yeah. So they got the route, and so allegedly Tim is saying that he jogged um 7 miles in 4 minutes.
Oh snap! Okay. Damn.
So yeah,
Damn. Wow. Hold up. Hold up. That's crazy. He jogged
correct.
7 miles in 4 minutes.
That's what he told the police.
What? 7 miles, bro. A 5 minute mile is incredible.
Right. And that's why the police said they had enough to arrest him. That's one of the reasons.
Boy, it's over with. That's enough right there. That's a nail right there. Did they harp on it? They ain't really harp on
They
it.
did. They did. Oh yeah, no, they harped on it. It was by day three. I think that was a big thing, and that's why they were saying like when they because they played the interviews that Tim had with the police, and it was hard to hear on our end because of the audio and stuff like that. But Going off of what we was able to hear, it was wild. It was a lot of backtracking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of told a lot that the police didn't even like. They didn't know to look at Molly Bar trails. Well, they didn't know anything about really having Tim as a suspect as far as with I think it was maybe going back to Molly Bar Trails, maybe. I don't think they had anything to really tie him to Molly Bar Trails until, well, they did have the video evidence. They had the video evidence of him jogging out of the random apartment complex. But
so
him
they
saying,
got him
I'm
jogging out.
towing, yeah, they got him jogging out. Yes, they got him jogging out. Yes. And he never jogging in. So how you jogging out and you never jogging in?
I mean, but didn't he get a ride or something? Like he caught a ride?
Now, after he was jogging out, he called a ride to try to get back to his spot, his own apartment.
So they got him coming into Molly Bar in 4 minutes. Jogging out of Molly Bar in 4 minutes. Like what a 4
they got
minute
him jogging
gap.
out of Molly Bar apartment.
So they saying he made it from his apartment to Molly Bar in 4 minutes. And they like, how the fuck? How did that happen?
No. So he's saying he jogged from his apartment in Lafayette Place to the Molly Bar apartment, which is, I think they said 7 miles away.
Okay.
Going off of the time that, whatever time Tim told him that they left, yes, they're like, there's no way you could have made it from your place to Molly Bar on feet. And if you did jog to Molly Bar apartments on feet, why is there no video evidence of you jogging inwards and only video evidence of you jogging outwards?
But they don't got the car pulling in.
They do have Jay Lee's car pulling in, correct?
But they can't see who in the car?
I don't believe they can. I think they was able to identify Tim Harris driving the car. I can't tell. I'm not able to tell you that. I'm not able to tell you 100% if they was able to see that.
So they got him in a lot. That's another.
But they got his car pulling up. I'm not sure if they can see him. Hey, bing.
What? Okay, Akeem says why his voice sound like a robot. This is the concerned citizen, bro. He might be using a fake voice. I don't know, man. We protecting people.
Holy cow. Akeem, let me tell you, it's a concerned citizen.
He might be using a fake voice, man. I don't know.
You never know.
You never know.
I'm just concerned.
It might be AI. Damn, man. So, I mean, to me, but that's the only thing to me that makes the circumstantial so big is that you don't have nothing to tie Jay Lee to after he leaves Tim. Like, it's no other interaction.
Yes.
There's no other interaction. And I'm just wondering
what saying.
Man, do you see Mississippi saying Tim is innocent? Like, do you think that's possible?
Possibly, it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible since there ain't nobody.
Well, I guess the jury would have to say it, though, right? The jury would.
And that's the thing. That's why it's possible, because you got a jury. And check this out: the jury is selected all from Hattiesburg.
So they know about it, then.
They know about it, but they don't know nobody in Oxford. So that's why they drafted some. That's why they have to go and look at these spots, because they don't know none of the spots that they talk about in Oxford like that.
Yeah, we don't know.
And they ain't got no ties with. Hopefully, they ain't got no ties with nobody else there.
I wonder what's the age range too.
Right.
Man, this is interesting, man. So they got the car, the box truck. So so I saw another guy being pulled into it. Damn. I think his name was like Tyson or some shit. Was it Tyson? But the other owner of the box truck, right? He got pulled into it.
He got his co-owner. Yes.
And it's like, so
His
they just
co-owner.
took the
Ooh.
box truck and didn't compensate him?
That's what I'm unsure of. Like, so the box car was still being used after Jay Lee's disappearance and after the prosecution believed that Jay Lee Tim was using it to murder Jay Lee. They saying like whatever he was using, maybe to put away the body or doing whatever, it was being used so much after that. So Tyson was using it, and he said he got 2 calls. The police, 2 called when they start 67, unknown numbers, unknown calls, and out of nowhere, got pulled over by 4 or 5, 6 police. They put him on the floor, and I mean, he didn't know what to do. They confiscated the box car. And so it's all there. Apparently, he asked Tim, Tyson, can he use the box car to move so they can do a move on a day that there was no move schedule, and that's what Tyson testified to on the witness stand.
Damn. Okay. They still saying he sound robotic. Does he sound robotic to the rest of y'all? Chat people in the chat. I know a King saying he sound robotic. Does anybody else? Does the caller sound robotic? See what they saying in the chat. I know it'd be like a delay.
Let us know.
Cause it might not be you. It might just be I'm doing a lot on my computer. That's why I gotta upgrade. Man. I gotta go ahead and upgrade. I gotta get that Mac. Cause that. Oh, he said they can just get hair strands from a brush or something. Oh yeah, I ain't think about that. I ain't think about that. That's a good point.
Oh yeah,
For
for the
you, gang.
DNA.
They could
Good
just go
point.
get some items from that DNA off of Jay Lee's thing and just yeah. So I wonder, are they doing it? Are they gonna do that?
I ain't heard that, but I ain't heard that. No, I ain't hear about that.
You get what I'm
Now they
saying
did
though?
find some blonde hair strands.
Blonde hair. Jay Lee definitely has blonde hair in this picture. I
I don't know.
wonder.
Yeah, he might have some of them braids, you know.
Man, yeah, I ain't think about that. They could just get like hair strands or like go into Jay Lee's room and get DNA, probably.
That's a good point. That's a real good point.
Okay, DJ said a bad lawyer wouldn't have gotten it thrown out. A public defender. Mm. Yeah, so if okay, who is the prosecutor? What are they saying?
Uh,
Who is that?
it's a woman named Gwen. It's
It's
a
the
woman
black
named
lady?
Gwen.
The black lady?
Yes.
And she is I wonder what's her track record.
Yeah, I don't know too much about her. I don't know too much about her.
Hmm. Hmm. So he come out with the bang and they just get him. I mean a senator why the fuck would a senator take this case?
Man, it's well connected. Must be a well connected family.
You get what
Must
I'm
be.
saying? Though? A whole senator. What is how important is a senator?
Yeah, I think it's really real important. A
Like a
senator really
senator is
important,
like
but I'm sure it's not strange for them to still do law work on the side. I'm sure that's regular.
let's see. The members of the Senate check the president in many ways. Senators help make laws that affect our daily lives. The election of 2 senators for each state should receive voter attention. How many senators are in Mississippi?
No clue.
I'm gonna Google it. There
Let's see.
in Mississippi, there are. Damn, um, Okay, the Senate is composed of 52 senators representing an equal number of constituent districts with 56,000. So like it's like 52 senators. Oh, well maybe that's like for everything. I don't know. It ain't that shit crazy though. To have a senator as your lawyer is like deep.
It's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. I want to is my
Mm.
lawyer on Basil murder trial,
Oh, okay.
but hey, you
DJ
can't save you
said
though.
David said senators have day jobs too. Okay.
Okay,
Said
so
most
it's normal.
politicians are actually lawyers. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense though. That makes sense. But he still gotta be somebody though. He still like to me, I feel like lawyers don't like taking cases that they gonna lose. But I mean somebody gotta do it, but maybe he just don't care though. Maybe he just like I'm already a senator, it don't matter. But damn, that's deep.
The money, right?
That's
Does it
deep.
matter if the money, right?
Probably not. Probably not. I wonder is he doing a good job? I think I seen him today. He was messing up with the date. He kept getting the date wrong. It was like 2022 and 2024. That shit had me confused.
Yeah.
What it was talking about. He still answered it the same though, the guy. So okay. I don't know. So I wonder what week 2 gonna be like, man. Like who's gonna
On kickoff week 2 on Monday. I don't know if they're gonna go to court on Monday, if they're just gonna drive around at the different apartments on Monday. But I mean, it's gonna be up. It's gonna be up on
are they gonna put
Monday.
that on stream? Why they streaming it?
I don't know, y'all. It's tomorrow, so Sunday. I don't know if they're gonna stream the drive arounds. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Okay.
They'll probably just kick it back up on Monday. Well, they might be in court tomorrow, but I think I saw the one of the Justice for J. Lee pages said no court tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even know they did it on the weekend. That's crazy.
Yeah,
You would think
man.
they'll let the people go home for the weekend.
See, I wonder if they giving them room and board for jury duty. I wonder if they do that.
Yeah, I wonder too. I would hope. Cause I mean, you wouldn't be there. Only
Right.
reason you there because of them. And then man, I wonder do they have any more people to bring in to examine and all that? Had they
I'm
talked
sure
about
they
more
do. Man,
examining
I'm
more
sure
people?
they still got some more witnesses.
Mm. But we got the wheelbarrow, we got the box truck, we got the shovel, trash, the duct tape. What? Okay, what they say about the duct tape?
Well, they brought in evidence. So he bought that the morning of Jay Lee's disappearance. They got video evidence of him walking around looking at like big, large residential trash cans, and he lives in an apartment, so they're like, "Why would he be looking at trash cans?" And but he ended up buying just some duct tape.
So they got some duct tape. The duct tape, and then it's like I know a lot of people say when you like on the run or something, like use cash. But shit, if they got cameras, they got cameras.
Yeah, and he left the receipt in his trash can 2 weeks later. They found the receipt in the trash can when they did the search warrant.
So he didn't think about. I mean, but I'm coming at it like he guilty. He is. It's possible he not guilty, but it would be like what happened then? Like what? Because there's no indication that Jay Lee was meeting with somebody else after him.
Right.
And
There is none.
the Molly bar is apartments.
Yes.
Hmm.
No, are they his apartments? Is that what you said?
No, they just. I'm saying they are apart. That's another
Yeah, they
apartment
are
complex.
apartments. Yeah, just some random. They're neither one of them their own apartments, but yeah, they're apartments in Oxford.
He said duct tape is wilder than baby y'all. Yeah, duct tape is crazy. Duct tape is like, man. I mean, I'm sure the lawyer, like, I know you did it. I'm just trying to help you out, but maybe he didn't though. Maybe he didn't, but it just sound like it's too much there. It's too much there. And a life is a life, man. Hopefully they. I don't know. I don't know. I hopefully whatever's supposed to happen happens and justice gets served, man.
There you go.
Cause I don't want an innocent man to go to jail, but at the same time, it just sounds so like what else could have
Yeah, what else could have happened? What else could have happened? And look, I'm just a concerned citizen.
happened? At the end of the day, man. But look, man, I feel like we did good breaking down the case. We definitely gonna have to bring it back up after they convict, or after they make the decision and stuff. Um, anything you wanna end with?
Man, I just want to say, rebuttal. I think you've been doing an amazing job, bro. Keep up the good work, man. I've been following the podcast for a little minute, and I think you rocking out, bro. So keep it up.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.